So, in this previous video, we have seen about the user interface design and user experience, and now we can continue with the user interface. So, we already have seen that user interface is going to deal about how you are going to design using various icons, buttons, typography, and color schemas, and how you are going to place those things and how responsive it's going to be for end user. So let's see some examples of so here we can visualize a stationery, and they have arranged the sequence of objects in stationery in a different manner. Here they can only access by the user, okay, who have arranged can only access. They only can know where the exact places where the products are. But here we can see in the second picture, they have arranged neatly in a colorical order, and they have divided the different items based upon the items like pens, sketches, and colors. So this is the difference. So when a user in stores, it is the first image represents it can be for a stores it's okay, but when you go for a supermarket like things, so if you arrange products similar to the first image, it will be really difficult for the user to identify the things. But here, this second image gives a clear picture how to pick here the right products. And you can here also, when we go for some small shops or some bazaars, you can see that the clothes are arranged in a manner we cannot pick the right sizes or right colors for our need, but you can see this kind of arrangement in the second image where it is very easy for the customers to identify the colors, and they can also identify the various sizes. It is easily accessible for the user. So this is how you are going to use your design, right? When you go for a design, it is not important that whatever the customer needs has to be placed in the application is not the prior most goal. It is also very important that the customer should know that this element or things which is present in the applications or in the pages, and it can be accessed. And if you click this link, you can get this information. So that should be crisp and clear, and it should be neatly defined. So that is the main motive of the user interface. So user interface designs concentrate on. You can see the command line interface and graphical user interface. That's good. So these are various kinds of command line interface. Nowadays, many are not aware of it. And the graphical user interface is majorly used in CPUs and touchscreens. It's based upon mobile. So these are three different parameters, and the designs also differ for these three parameters. So if you are going to very design for a mobile application, you have to know how the user will be responsible, because everything is going to access with the palm and finger. So the design should be so crisp and so small, and it should be user friendly. It is very important when we go for graphical, like a desktop version of mobile web pages or mobile applications, and there they can be easily visualized. So there are some differences that the user experience is completely different in both the parameters, and this will be the designs also should based upon that. So that is why we have mentioned this. And user design task responsibility, and as already we have seen these responsibilities for your user experience. Now you can see for user interface, that is the main responsibility is to make look and feel of the product should be good. The responsive and interactive should be very clear. So this is a wireframe model of a web page when it is designed for various devices, how it's going to be aligned in a desktop version when the web page is going to look like this, and how it's going to be converted when for a tablet, and how it's going to come converted for a mobile application. You can see in this example. So it's you can it should be a dynamic one. It should be arranged based upon the devices. And where do we UI and UX fit into product development? So where it's really fits. As my experience, it really should fit at the early stage of the project. After, so when you're going to sit with your customer or client or maybe, and you have to collect informations, and you have to also do some researches. So there are a lot of researching ways with your team, and we are going to see in the later part of the unit, right? So core stages of design thinking is the next topic. So the main core, three core beliefs is empathy, invention, and iteration. So what is a design thinking? Design thinking is a systematic approach to problem solving. Right? So there is a problem and you have to solve it, and you are going to think in a different way. Uh, what is a different way means? That is, you are not going to focus upon the output result only, right? So you have to think whether this output is going to be satisfied for the user, and whether he can easily access it, and whether he can easily use it, right? So you have to consider in the user point of view, right? So that's the empathy means. Empathy starts deep understanding of human needs. And it is invention, discovering new possibilities, new ways. Uh, you need not follow the regular methods. You can adapt some new ways to bring a better output, and iterations. So repetitions, that is, you can collect feedbacks and refine your ideas and make it better. So this is main three core beliefs in design thinking. So design thinking, as we earlier said, there is a to solve complex problems, the user is going to adapt a new perspective based upon the user's perspective way. They are going to solve the problem. And design thinking toolkit. So there are a lot of process. As we earlier said, we have to identify the problems, and we have to invention, ideation means, and we have to collect feedbacks and define testing. So there are a lot of tools to do this process. That is visualization tools, ethnography, prototyping, scope concept, co-creations, design of experiments, and collaborative sense making ideation. There are various tools to practice this, and we can check about this during the lab exercise. Right. Right. Okay, we can see in the next video. We can continue with this slide. Thank you.